What's going on YouTube? It's your truly Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the Sticks. I'm bringing y'all a ranked game. I think this is my very last game on my hard drive that's old, and from here on out it should be some next gen Madden. I'm about to pop it in right after I make this commentary and then start uploading it. You know, it's New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve, was safe, got home safe, didn't drink and drive and all that good stuff, or not good stuff, bad stuff. You know, I didn't do. If you're wondering, I didn't do anything. A lot of people at work wanted me to go out, and they all went out downtown San Antonio. There was expected to be 200,000 people out there, and I was like, no thanks. You know, when you're single, and you're in college and all that stuff, yeah, all that stuff is a lot of fun to do. But you know, I'm getting a little bit older now, about to get married, and it's just not that appealing to go out downtown with 200,000 people. You know, I don't know. It doesn't seem too appealing to me. I'd rather just hang out with a few friends, have a couple drinks, you know, do that kind of ordeal. So what I did, I just went home. I didn't go to sleep. I watched the Under Armour practices, the first practice, the second practice. I'm really big on college football and recruiting as well. So I watched the replays of the first two practices, and then I stayed up till midnight and then went to bed afterwards. But I'll tell you, man, watching these Under Armour practices, I'm really excited about the game coming up Thursday. I have to work. It's at 3 o'clock, which is a bummer, but I'm definitely recording it. Then I'm going to come home, watch the Alabama-Oklahoma game. Two awesome story tradition programs going battling it out. And after Bob Stoops, what he said about the SEC is not as strong as conference as everyone thinks. You know, they're just top heavy, yada yada. Well, you know, they are playing one of the top heavy teams, I guess, as they would say. But right now, SEC 3-0 going into New Year's Day. The games are about to start. I'm excited about it. The Big Ten looking not so hot, but they have a lot of big games today. They can redeem themselves, and Pac-12 is looking great as well. So how about that comeback by Johnny Football? Oh my gosh, man! I really wish he would stay in college one more year. The guy from Kerrville, Texas. One of my good buddies is actually knows his younger brother, which is pretty cool. But he's put on a show. His legacy is going to live on for the next 30 years. What he's done, the highlight reels. You know, we see Barry Sanders highlight reels all from the 90s when he was with the Lions. You know, some of y'all younger kids. And I was young too whenever he was kind of in his prime. But some of those Johnny Football highlights, how he beat Alabama, the fumble, he caught it and he throws a touchdown pass. And last night he runs into 2 or 3 linemen with a couple defenders and then backpedals, does like a 360 roll out of the pocket. The flat defender commits, and then he just dumps it off into the flats and the guy runs it for a touchdown. And how he came back, how he's motivating his team, man, that was an awesome comeback. Yeah, I was against Duke, but Duke was supposedly, I guess, the second best team in the ACC. They won 10 games this year. David Cutcliffe, really good guy and really good coach. Really good quarterback guru as well. But so that was a great game. Looking forward to all the stuff. Watching the Under Armour All-American game. Some of y'all probably don't care about this high school recruiting. Some might be like, oh man, I do like high school recruiting. And is interested, like, watching those two practices. I'm so excited about Deshaun Hand and Cameron Robinson and big old Bo, and even Cameron Sims impressed me as a wide receiver. Can't believe why LSU didn't recruit him, but LSU is going to get Speedy Noel, I believe, committing on Thursday, and then also Dupree. That guy is a monster. Receiver. So, and then I like their quarterback Brandon Harris. So LSU is looking really good. They're trying to do 5 for 5. They have 5 people committing, and they think it's gonna be they're gonna go 5 for 5. But I don't know. I think they're gonna get to Fournette. I don't know. I'm thinking Tony Brown, the cornerback out of Houston, Texas, just might commit to Alabama. But we'll see. Who knows? If LSU goes for 5 for 5 on those 5 stars, it would be insane recruiting haul for them. And they have a chance to to top Alabama for the top recruiting class in the nation if they do that. You know, there's a lot of whispers about Fournette going to Alabama, or because he, you know, Bo said he was going to room with him at Alabama, but at the end of the day, LSU's really thin at running back. It's hard to pull kids out of NOLA, New Orleans. It's a lot easier. It's a little bit easier to get guys out of northern LA. So I think Fournette's going to stay with LSU. And that guy is probably the best running back since Adrian Peterson came out in I don't know what year that was, 04. I can't even remember, but it's going to be exciting. There's a lot of great kids out there. I believe Jalen Tabor is going to commit to Alabama over Arizona State. I'm really worried about Marlon Humphrey, the Alabama legacy of the famous Bobby Humphrey, awesome cornerback, going to FSU, but he's not announced until February 1st, but that's going to be an interesting rundown of everything. And then so I'm excited. Y'all should record the Under Armour game if you're not working, you're not doing anything. It's on at 3 o'clock on Thursday. Go check it out. You'll see a lot of the future college stars and then the NFL stars. It's really cool seeing them in like these high school games and the practices, and then seeing how they progress through college and the NFL. So that's my little recruiting rant. We'll see if LSU goes 5 for 5. I think they will go at least 3 for 5 and maybe 4 for 5, but I don't think they're going to get 5 of 5. But who knows? We'll see. That would be the best recruiting haul in a one-day span, probably in the history of recruiting. So right here, this game, I'm up 31-28. I'm running me and Mad Hatter's offense, and rather as I say, I have like the worst play known to man. So you know, we had a custom playbook. This was a little bit earlier in the year, and yeah, so I'm running our offense, and then on defense, I was running the defense from the just Madden 25 defensive scheme that me and Two-Face came up with, and so I did updates on both of those guides. You know, my last video I talked about how I did some updates, and I got a lot of good feedback. A lot of people were saying thanks for the updates, thanks for the hard work, and look at that drop by Marshawn Lynch, just embarrassing. But then, you know, I'm going to come back on 4th and goal. I'm going to run the ball at the 3-yard line. Or no, this is 3rd and goal. So able to get in. That was a good drive on my part to make it a 2-score game back again. So a lot of people said, you know, thanks for the updates on the guides, and I hope it did help you out. You know, my whole premise of making these guides is to improve y'all's game, make y'all a better Madden player. And if I do something within that playbook, running a different scheme, or you know, if I'm running custom playbook and I add some formations to my custom playbook, you know, I'm going to add it in there and to show y'all what I like to do. And I always like to try to show you a gameplay as well at some point. So I'm glad I was able to do that on defense, because I think defense is even more important, because you know, you really if you can visualize and see how people make their adjustments and what their different adjustments are to different routes and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks for that great feedback. Happy New Year to all of y'all. As it looks like I'm going to get this onside kickback, I just need to get a couple first downs. But wait, is Baldwin's going to take back the return? Nah, he's not. But, you know, I'm going to come out with the victory. I'm just trying to run out the clock here. It was a pretty good game. Good job to my opponent. And, you know, thanks for the support. And, you know, here's to a happy New Year 2014. Watch the bowl games today. If you're watching this video at a later date, it is what it is, but I got that user pick right there as I'm up by up by 11 because my opponent went for a 2 for no reason. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to me if you haven't for Madden 25, and bring up some next gen commentaries, gameplays, and tips coming up in the next couple days. So see you on the sticks.